Today we are making one of the comforting street food of Turkey, pide. I'm gonna show you two different shapes how you can make easily, shaping only by hand. For the pide dough, I have 500 milliliter of warm water, 2 teaspoons sugar, 2 teaspoons salt. I'm gonna use 3/4 of it, so it's like 30 grams of fresh yeast. This is 42 grams. You can use one package of active dry yeast, but if you can find, this is better. 3-4 tablespoons olive oil and around 5 cups 650 grams of flour. I'm gonna add it gradually after 4 cups to have a soft playable dough. So I waited 10 minutes to activate the yeast and get a little bit froth with the flour, then added extra flour and the salt on top and going to knead the dough. While my dough is rising, I'm gonna prepare the filling. I have 1 medium-sized onion, 300 grams minced meat, mix of beef and lamb, around 30% lamb and 70% beef. You can use beef if you like, but make sure it is a little bit fatty because that's where the flavor comes. I'm gonna use mild green peppers. I have 2 different kinds, and this is sweet capia pepper I have from the freezer. For the seasonings, I'm gonna use some salt, black pepper, pul biber, chili flakes, and tomato paste. In the season, you can use fresh tomatoes, but we don't have it yet on the market. Even we have, it's very expensive. I don't know how it is where you live. Let's talk about in the comments if you like. For example, here in Turkey, it's around 150 to 200 Turkish liras for 1 kilogram of tomato, which is around $2.50 to $5. But you have to compare it with the minimum wage, of course, and the regular Turkish prices. For example, 1 liter of milk is 50 Turkish liras, a little bit more than $1. So yeah, anyway. For the filling, I'm gonna finely chop my onion, peppers, and then mix it with minced meat and seasonings. Small tip to remind, when you have tomato paste, after you open it and use it, make sure to cover the top with olive oil so it doesn't contaminate with the air and get mold on top. And once you use it, just level the surface and then keep the oil on top again. Since I'm not using tomato, this is a little bit thicker than the consistency the tomato, the juices will give. So I'm gonna add a little bit water. It will help to cook inside the dough and create a soft, beautiful filling. Added about 1/4 of a cup. And a little bit olive oil, about 2 tablespoons. Done. I have soft jiggly dough here. Looks beautiful, smells beautiful. I mean, do you like me? I love the smell of the yeast dough. So I cut my dough into half first and then into 5 pieces. I'm gonna check the gram and to tell you. It's 125. Let's check this one. 120. So roughly it is around 123 grams each bowl. Don't use much flour. We want to keep it soft. And I'm gonna continue to shape and let it rest for like 10 minutes before shaping, before filling for the final shape. If you are a long time follower, you might notice that my background is a little bit more calmer because we painted our wall. We are still making the inside. I'm gonna continue to do the inside part. If you have any suggestions, we're gonna make a different wall arts. So what do you think? Do you think it looks like this better? And did you like the new color? Tell me in the comments. Okay, they rested for 10 to 15 minutes. I was gonna place them into my tray directly so I can shape them here, but I forgot, so let me put them here. Just drizzled a little bit flour, sprinkled. Let's keep them soft here. To shape, we're not gonna use rolling pin, just our hands. I'm just stretching a little bit. I have very less amount of flour here. I'm going to add from the filling like heaped tablespoons, a little bit more, and then I'm gonna close it. And this is the first step. Just gonna keep it here, a little bit flour, not much, and do the same to other one. Get the first one and then press it lightly to make it longer. I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit flour to the bottom of my pan and going to place these pides here. When they rest, they tend to stretch more, so you can stretch it into a nice thin dough with a beautiful generous amount of filling. And traditionally we shape like so a little bit, and here we are. Okay, my first tray is ready. I'm gonna show you the second batch, different boat shape pide. My oven is preheated to highest setting. I'm gonna bake one by one, or just if you do two together, put the one to the bottom and one to top, and then halfway change their place. Let's keep them soft. After shaping the second one, I'm gonna make a egg wash. Again, we're gonna stretch it with our finger. A little bit in this one I can work with rolling pin. Place from the filling. Now going to close like this again, a little bit longer. Seal it well and then turn it over again. It seems same, but we have a little bit trick this time. Just stretch it gently and place it into the tray, and do the same with the others. Then I will show you the trick. I'm gonna stretch them a little bit more again, and then going to cut from the middle like so and open it up. And here we have beautiful boat shape opened on top pide. Here I have an egg yolk and a tablespoon of yogurt. I'm gonna brush with this mixture and then bake in the oven until I have nice golden color for about 15 minutes, because the oven is at highest setting. We don't want to dry them. And for this one, the sides, I shredded some kashar. You can use mozzarella, but I'm gonna place the kashar in the final couple of minutes so it doesn't burn. I have one more left here, so I'm gonna try this to cook on stove top. So this one I'm gonna make it round. Oops. First impression, don't press too much. They just come out. So okay, let's keep it gentle. This is a test. So I'm gonna try to open it up a little bit, stretch it up gently with my fingers. Okay, we have beautiful pides, and this is the one I baked on stove top. I'm gonna try that too, but first let me cut and show you the inside of the Kır Pidesi. Smells absolutely beautiful. Look at this. It's soft inside because it baked raw with all the beautiful, delicious flavors all together packed inside the dough. The aroma is really beautiful. They usually either cut like this, wrap a paper, eat like this on the street with ayran. If they serve it inside, they just cut into small pieces and serve in a plate. I'm just gonna get a piece of it. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Beautiful, soft. Make sure to get the extra butter on the side after you bake it, which keeps it even more moist and more flavorful. Perfect. And now the one with boat-shaped classic pide. Look how beautifully we shaped it easily with our trick. Bismillah. There are lots of possibilities for the filling. You can make it with potato filling, which is also one of my favorite, or only with cheese filling. We use Turkish white cheese for it. Even could be with spinach, cubed beef, cooked before, we call kavurmalı. If you are a meat lover, you can also try that one. You can keep this in the freezer after it is baked like this. Reheat the both sides either in the air fryer or on stove top. Lid is closed. Don't reheat them in the oven. If you just going to heat two of them, you don't have to turn on the whole big oven for it. It's time to save our energy, right? Give it a try, my friends. It's really beautiful, delicious, and enjoy it. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Afiyet olsun.